cannot get married to that kind of person who takes a shower and they don't clean the bathroom floor. Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time seeing this face, hi, you're welcome. On this channel, I cook, I chat about relatable topics like this one that we are going to be talking about today, and I do a lot of family and lifestyle vlogs. So if this is something that you are interested in, please do well to subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified each time I upload a new video. Today's video is a collaboration, my first collaboration ever, and I'm going to be collaborating with this Nigerian YouTuber based in the UK as well. Her name is Okechukwu. I'm going to pin the link to her own video in the comments, so you guys can head over to her channel after watching my own video, of course, and hear what she has to say about the topic. I'm also going to leave the link to her YouTube channel in the description bar, so you can check out her channel. And if you like what you see, please do well to subscribe, like her video, comment on her video, and let her know you came from Simply Joecy. All right, thank you guys so much. So as you all must have seen already from the title, I'm going to be sharing my views on this idea of partners moving in with each other before marriage. If you are thinking about moving in with your partner before marriage, my question to you is why? Why would you want to move in with someone that you are not yet married to? Apparently, there are some benefits that comes with moving in with your partner, which I'm going to be looking at before I give my honest opinion on this topic. After looking at them, we are going to see if those benefits truly benefit you in the long run. Some of those supposed benefits are things like, when you move in with your partner before marriage, there's that freedom to end things if they are not working out. Another thing is that you get to learn more about your partner. You get to find out the good, the bad, and the ugly about them. So when you move in with your partner before marriage, apparently you get to learn those habits about them, and it gives you the opportunity to decide whether you really want to spend the rest of your life with this person or not. Another thing is that when you move in with your partner before marriage, it helps you to manage your finances. You get to share your expenses. You only get to pay rent and utility bills for one house, as opposed to paying for two houses, or perhaps in some cases you don't even get to pay rent at all, depending on the situation at hand. When you move in with your partner before marriage, you don't have any in-law wahalas. You don't have in-laws telling you where to place your sofa, what sort of curtain to get for your house, or just general things. You don't get to deal with in-laws giving you their opinion on how to run your relationship or how to manage your home. Another thing is that you get to bond on a deeper level with your partner by doing everyday activities like cooking together, playing a game together, cuddle, do whatever thing you like to do. You can decide at midnight that you want to take a walk and enjoy yourselves under the moon. You get to do things like that. You can wake up in the morning and decide that, okay, let's go for an exercise, and you do that. Or you can decide to do a yoga indoors. When you live in the same house with your partner, chances are high that both of you get to have so much time to do all the things that you love doing together, and this helps you to bond with each other on a deeper level, which is beneficial to the relationship as well, as opposed to if both of you were living in separate houses and you only get to meet from time to time. You don't have that much time to do a lot of things together. Those are the kind of things that helps both of you to bond on a deeper level. Also, when you move in with your partner before marriage, marriage doesn't seem scary anymore. Moving in with your partner gives you that opportunity to test run the marriage. So when you test run the marriage, you have an idea of what it will feel when both of you eventually get married. So marriage doesn't seem that scary anymore, because you've already lived with each other. You have an idea of what marriage would be when both of you, or if both of you eventually get married. And the last point I'm going to be speaking about when it comes to the supposed benefits of moving in with your partner before marriage is that you don't have the stamp of divorce. If you guys have decided to move in with each other and in the long run things are not working out, you don't have to go through that process of divorce anymore. So it's easy. Everybody packs their bags and finds their way and life continues, right? Okay, now after putting into consideration all these supposed benefits of moving in with your partner before marriage, the question I want to ask you is that, do these benefits really benefit you in the long run? Or what happens if the both of you end up not getting married? Well, that is a question for you to ponder upon. Now, moving forward, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion about this topic now. Point number one, what happens to all the investments that both of you invested in if you end up not getting married? When you are living together, you buy furnitures for the house, you buy kitchen utensils, TV, you buy refrigerators. You might have just decided to invest in something together. So if the relationship unfortunately doesn't work out for both of you, what happens to all those investments that both of you invested in together? There are certain legal protections that being married gives you, and you can only benefit from these protections if you are actually legally married. It doesn't matter whether you have been cohabiting for such a long time. You are not protected by those legal protections at all. You only get to benefit from them if you are married to each other. So what happens to all that both of you have invested in while you were living with each other? If you are somebody who doesn't care about material things, then well, good for you. Maybe if that happens to you, you'll easily just pick up your bag and move on with your life. But there are people who don't have anywhere to go or anyone to run to, and all they were depending on was what they invested in while living with you as their partner, with the hope that someday both of you will get married. And at the end of the day, things don't work out between the both of you. What happens? You become stranded, right? Point number two, when you're moving with each other, even though both of you are living as husband and wife, I'm assuming that you have very little or no knowledge about marital counseling because you have not undergone that process before moving in with each other. And during this marital counseling, there are a whole lot of things that you learn that teaches you how to handle certain situations in marriage. But when you have not undergone that process of marital counseling and you're just moving with each other and you're living with each other as though both of you are married, you tend to handle certain situations in a way that if you had undergone that counseling before moving in with each other as married couples, you would have handled that situation in a better way. Point number three, when you are cohabiting with somebody, the next expected thing is marriage. So you start feeling that pressure of wanting to get married to that person because you guys have been cohabiting for a certain period of time. Even if nobody is pressurizing you, you just start feeling as though because I have been living with this person for this length of time, they have to get married to me, or we have to get married to each other just because we are living together already. Even when you are both financially not ready, psychologically not ready, in most cases you are not even sure if this is the kind of person you want to get married to, but just because you both have been living together for such a long time, you just, in some cases, you even end up having kids already. The next expected thing is for both of you to get married. Meanwhile, maybe your rightful partner is out there somewhere and you would have met them if you were not living in the same house with this person. Point number four, How many people are you going to move in with before you eventually get married? Let's say, for example, today you move in with A, and after a certain period of time, things do not work out between the both of you, and you move on and get into another relationship with this Mr. B, and you move in with them again. You spend another time living with them. If things unfortunately do not work out between the both of you, are you going to continue moving in with every man that you date? And at the end of the day, how many men are you going to move in with before you eventually get married? Number 5, when you move in with your partner before marriage, you don't have personal space anymore. Personal space is something that I would recommend every young person to have before they get into any serious relationship and eventually get married and move in with their husband or wife. When you live alone, it gives you that sense of responsibility. I mean, not living with your partner, it's even advisable that you move out of your parents' house, live alone for some time to know yourself, find your purpose in life, know the kind of person that you would like to get married to, discover yourself, so that when you eventually get married, you will be the best version of yourself. But when you move in with your partner before marriage without even having that personal space of your own, you risk clouding your judgment because you are in each other's faces. You don't have time for yourself to do the kind of things that you love to do and to be whole as an individual before eventually getting married. When you move in with somebody, when you have not yet discovered who you are as a person, you cannot even be a good partner to that person at all. You need that personal space. And also, if you guys are living together and you have an argument, if you had your own place where you're staying, you can easily just go there, spend some time, have a cool head, and the next day you guys, if you sort things out, you can carry on doing your love thing. But when you are living with each other, even when you guys are not married and you have issues, you are in each other's faces, you're seeing them, you cannot even think straight because they are there in your face looking at you and getting even more angry at you when you guys are in the same house looking at each other. But if you had your own house, you can easily go there, have a cool head, and tomorrow you think over the whole situation, and sometimes you might even realize that you guys were arguing for very meager, petite things that is not even worth arguing about. So personal space is very important, first of all for self-development, and secondly, it helps you know exactly the kind of partner that you want for yourself, and it helps you make a better choice for yourself. Point number 6, there is no commitment and there is no covenant of marriage in cohabitation. No matter how long you've lived with each other, there is no commitment. Marriage comes with commitment. If you guys are not married to each other, what are you committing to? There's nothing binding the both of you together. There's no covenant of marriage. So you guys are just living with each other. If your boyfriend wakes up one day and decides to go out there and start seeing somebody else, or if your girlfriend decides to go out there and start seeing someone else, you have nothing to hold against them because both of you are not married. Of course, you are not married, so why won't they go out there and see somebody else, despite the fact that both of you are living together? Because there is absolutely no marital commitment and there's no covenant of marriage, so there's nothing holding them from seeing other people, right? So they are free to go out there and see anybody that they want to see. Despite the fact that both of you are living in the same house, they can still go out there and meet with anybody and you have no case against them. Point number 7, as a woman, this one is particularly for the women. as a woman, when you move in with your partner before marriage, you reduce or you limit the chances of having him propose to you. I mean, why would he want to propose to you when you are already in his house, or when both of you are already living together and he's already enjoying all the benefits that comes with marriage? Why would he want to take another step to propose to you and make you guys husband and wife when you are already living as though you are married? Point number 8, you lose the opportunity of enjoying marital bliss when the both of you eventually get married. When you get married, there's nothing new because you have already been living with each other. You've already known everything about each other, so there is nothing new. The only thing that has added is that there is now a marriage certificate to show for. Trust me guys, marital bliss is something that you do not want to miss out on. Take this from me, you don't want to miss out on that. When you move in with your partner, you guys have already seen each other, what they call see finish. You've already seen each other, so there is nothing new to enjoy. There's no bliss anymore. You guys just go and sign and you have a marriage certificate now. But aside that, there's really nothing new. But if you had taken your time and dated each other, gone through all the processes, and now you eventually get married, there will be that vibe in the air, you know, there will be some new vibe in the air, and you will enjoy your partner on a whole new level. But when you guys have already been living with each other, you lose out on that bliss if you guys eventually get married. Point number 9, when you're moving with your partner before marriage, both of you will clash so much that you will be tempted to just break up. You know, everybody has some kind of bad habits, some kind of those irritating, annoying habits in them. I have them, and I believe every human being out there has those type of bad habits that can really irritate you to the core. So when you're moving with your partner before marriage, you easily pick up on some of those things, and it can become so annoying to the point that you are tempted to break up with them because of those petite things. Those are things that if you got to find out about your partner after marriage, you will try to make it work, or you teach them or you help them get better at it while in marriage. But when you guys are not married, you can just wake up one day and say that nah, I don't like the way he sleeps at night. He puts his head this way and his legs this way. I cannot get married to that kind of person. I can't get married to that kind of person who sleeps and snores so loud. I cannot get married to that kind of person who takes a shower and they don't clean the bathroom floor. I cannot get married to that kind of person who presses the toothpaste in the middle instead of pressing it at the bottom. All those type of little things that you can try to figure out how to make it work, or you can help them get better at it if you guys were married. But when you guys are not married, you have very small level of tolerance for their bad habits. You easily pick up on their bad habits, and you can easily act upon these things and think that you cannot live with this person, which might not be true. These are things that in marriage you can always find a way to make it work. But when you guys are just dating, you might think that this person is just being weird, that there are people who don't behave like this. Even those people who don't behave in that particular way, they have their own annoying and irritating bad habits that you will get to know about them if you decide to leave your partner and move on to the next partner. You get to still find out some of those bad habits in them that, you know, will still irritate you and get on your nerves. So are you now going to continue moving from one partner to the next partner because of those petite things that are very manageable? All right guys, this brings me to the end of this topic. I'm only one person with her own point of view, and I am not here to shove it down anybody's throat. If after assessing all these pros and cons of moving in with your partner before marriage, you still decide that you want to indulge yourself in something like that, by all means do it. But would I advise you to do it? No, I will not advise you to move in with your partner before marriage. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this topic, and do not forget to head over to Ada Okechukwu's channel and hear what she has to say about this topic. Please like her video, comment, and let her know you came from Simply Joecy, and subscribe to her channel as well. I'm going to pin the link to her video in the comments, and I'll leave the link to her YouTube channel in the description bar, so you can check out her channel at any time and just show her some love. All right guys, keep on keeping safe, and I hope to see you in my next video. And before you go, please consider watching more of my videos and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye bye.